From September 1973, I finally got to read Batman number 252. Oh, this cover is so iconic. They make posters out of it. You could buy them on eBay for about $10 or something. You get everything in this. It's just classic Batman comic, everything you want into it. I mean, they really brought back Gotham, the Joker, in a great dark way in this. Look at the cover. Joker holding the ace of spades with Batman in the middle. It's simplistic storyline, but yet clever and adventurous. The story lives up to the cover. Definitely, for sure. Highly recommend you go out of your way to see this. You get great locations, including the docks of Gotham, the beach, the Gotham sewers, rooftops, the boxing gym. Let's just go over the plot. So it opens up with Joker speeding away from a crime scene. It really transports you into the world, in the dark world of Gotham City right from the get-go. And there's so many great Joker quotes in this, it's not even funny. You gotta go out of your way to buy this. So he recently escaped from what they call the Criminally Insane Institute. They don't name Arkham, but... And he's murdering off his former gang members one by one because one of them betrayed him. That's how he ended up getting caught. And so he's murdering all his former gang members. Pretty much basic, sinister Joker style plot. And the opening scene, there's a grin-faced death north of Gotham. We find Commissioner Gordon at the crime scene with the bat logo in the air, with the bat signal in the air, and Batman's basically already there, and he convinces Gordon that it's his case and to back off of it, and he's trying to convince all the goons to go into protective custody throughout it, but Joker's pretty much one step ahead of him always. And let's go over the Joker deaths. So he kills the first one with the grinning Joker venom poison. Classic Joker death. Always since his inception. When he made his debut back in 1940. Then the second one, he poisons the water of Packy White. They give all these goons different names. And they hop all over town. And you get all the different locations. And Batman's in the Batmobile. And... just classic. And what happens next? And then basically Joker shows up at the Cozy Hotel, and it's an awesome illustrated scene. And he's having a cigar with one of his former goons, and it's a really sit-down scene where it's really intimate between Joker and one of his gang members. And Joker's like, oh, I don't know how Batman always catches up to me. It doesn't make any sense. He always catches up to me, and you're just looking at him. It's probably because you wear a purple suit and you're dressed up like a clown. And he's sitting in there, and he gives his goon like a trick cigar, a joke cigar, and the goon's like, oh, what is this, a quack cigar that's gonna blow up? Oh, I'll go along with the gag, Joker. And then the next shot, it just shows the whole hotel room exploding and Joker walking down the alley like, yeah, but it was a hydrogen bomb, so he's screwed. And then Batman ends up catching up to one of the goons where he delivers the best quote of the whole comic. He's like, the idiot, I'm the only thing between him and a coffin, and he KOs me. He ends up chasing this goon on the rooftops of Gotham, then through the sewers, and at the end of it, he convinces the goon to come into protective custody, and once he turns his back, he gets hit on the head, and he delivers that line. So then he finally comes up. Then Joker's still on the scene, and he ends up killing that goon, and he ends up beating up Batman while he's basically had his bell rung. And what ends up happening is Joker ends up letting Batman walk because he doesn't want, after all these years, he doesn't want it to end like this way. He wants to end in a fair match. It's a really good Joker quote, and Batman ends up finding a clue where it ends up leading to Joker's hideout and the last thug that he has to kill. And Joker has the thug tied up over a shark tank. It's like a Batman animated series scene almost. And he's like, oh, here's your choice, Batman. I'll kill this goon in the shark tank, or I'll tie your hands up and throw you into the shark tank. So Joker style ends up throwing them both into the shark tank. And the goon's like an elderly goon in a wheelchair. And that's how Batman uses the wheelchair to beat up the shark. And he ends up chasing Joker down. And you think Joker's going to get away. But he ends up slipping on the sand. And ends up back into custody. And that's the end. I give it an A-. Just really great. I'm going to put all the locations in the description below and whatnot, and so you could check that out and all the other information. And click on the channel for more comic book reviews. If there's any comic books you want me to review that stood out to you or recommend any to me, let me know. I'm out.